Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another Battle Beast reaction, because they released a new single today, and I thought, I'm gonna check it out and see what it's all about. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. If you are a fan of this channel, you already kind of know I'm pretty much a fan of what I've heard from Battle Beast. If you're not, I do tend to express my opinions 100%. So if you see that I might point out some negatives, know I'm always going to do it with respect, and I'm always coming in from an angle that to create a conversation around the band, around music, around metal, whatever it might be, so we can compare notes to what we think about certain bands and certain styles of music. With that being said, let's get right into it, see what we got, and if you enjoyed that style of reaction, make sure to subscribe down below for more. Here we go. They came in really strong. I like it with the keyboards and the guitar. That's in comparison that I've been listening to these two bands, Battle Beast and Beast in Black. I do have a preference for Battle Beast more because they're still more rooted in that metal sound. And as much as I like the synth slash metal symphonics thing that's going on, especially with Giannis in Beast in Black and their cyberpunk music videos, this is still more to my liking. I'm a classic guy. I like classic style of heavy metal. I do like my guitar riffs and my drums. Yeah, it's nice that she's able to do both kind of the almost like raspy style vocals where it's a little bit lower register, and then she's able to bring it up whenever she wants to. You can tell this vocalist, she has kind of a total control of her voice. I know I've said I like the first vocalist, the one that got kicked out. I liked her more because, I don't know, maybe her tones were a little bit to my liking. But definitely I have to admit that she has more control of her voice, which is something important to point out. And maybe a reason also for the growth of the band, that it's kind of leveled up almost to a different level. She looks like the Snow Queen from, well, I mean, Frozen is the story, but there's a Russian version of that story, where the original story kind of came from. She looks sort of like the Snow Queen, and she's totally a badass. I love her whole outfit and kind of get up, that she has this kind of character that she has on stage. I think to me, it's totally cool. Even if it's gimmicky or cheesy, I'm always on board with those kinds of things. Anybody who knows in this channel, God, I love Kiss, so you know I like cheesy and corny. I just noticed there's Sub-Zero right there on the right. I don't know what he's doing in this particular music video. I think he's a little lost. Yeah, it's a perfect blend of kind of classic and new. Taking the classic symphonic power metal, Sabotage, all these kind of bands I mentioned before, mixing it with a new sound and their own sound to create this band. But definitely, she's such a she's definitely like the face of this band. You know, she really leads it as a frontman should, or a frontwoman in this case. And I like this song more than Master of Illusion. I think I'm enjoying it more. I'm looking forward to actually reviewing this album. I know coming into it that this is not particularly the first genre of heavy metal that I would pick. And I'm trying to come in with an open mind and just kind of explore different avenues, you know, and see where my tastes can grow. But I've always had a problem with power metal and some symphonic metal is that their complexity always comes from like layering of different instruments or melodies and keyboards, and not so much in riffs. For example, essentially there's maybe, you know, 3 or 4 riffs this whole song, right? They keep switching from this kind of a chorus to bridge, and now they have that kind of a change up here a little bit in the song. And for me, if it's gonna be on the simpler side, a song is gonna be on the simpler side, I always want it to be just an extremely catchy riff, sort of like Bolt Thrower as Fix. And it's not necessarily the case for me with this band. Like, I like the riffs, but I'm always left wanting a little bit more, despite me enjoying what I'm hearing. So far, like I said, Iron Hand was my favorite song that I heard from them, because it was another in the style of like more simple written songs, but just the riffs were so addictive. I wanted to hear them over and over and over and over, and I couldn't get enough. Almost like a good AC/DC song, which is all AC/DC songs. I gotta say though, the music video to me makes absolutely no sense. I have no idea what's going on. And I think a music video is extremely difficult to direct. How do you tell a story most of the time that is told through only visuals, that accompanies the music well, that's well done, at the same time is not $15 million like some of the Michael Jackson music videos, or, you know, the pop stars that they have the kind of budget? I think it's a difficult task. That's why a lot of, especially thrash metal bands, resort to like a lot of live footage, or just like shooting in a warehouse, because it's the easiest thing to do and you get to see the band that you love. Overall, I like this song. I'm interested to hear for a full album. I need to hear, like my brothers taught me since I was little, is listen to a full album from beginning to the end at least once, to give the artist, appreciate the artist and what their vision was for the album. And it's meant to be listened from the beginning to the end. And then if you don't like some songs or something like that, you can pick out, do whatever you want, but listen to the full album. So much so he's taught me only listen to, like, I have only full albums of all the bands I listen to. I don't always listen to the full album, but I always come back to the full album. Even if there's songs that I didn't like, I will listen to them again. Maybe I'll like them now, or maybe my opinion will change, or my favorite changes, you know. I don't just stick to the things that I immediately liked and stick them inside that box. And that's how I actually rediscover bands that I didn't like before, or albums I didn't like before. So I'll be interested to see what this is all about. And then I think after listening to the new album, I want to jump into the album with Iron Hand and do a kind of almost a comparison of what I prefer over these kind of bands. Guys, make sure you enjoy your day. Stay safe there. Keep it metal.